What's up, everybody? Back here with another episode of Rookie Numbers. We just wrapped up a great weekend of college football, which means we are 1 week away from, actually less than a week away, from the NFL kicking off Thursday night's game between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Happy Labor Day to everyone. This video, I'm just going to give all of my week one predictions for each game. So starting with Thursday night's game, I have the Baltimore Ravens going into Kansas City to take down the Chiefs in an AFC Championship rematch. I think the Ravens are going to be hungry. Lamar Jackson and a lot of the other Ravens might be looking at this as a bit of a redemption/revenge game. They're going to go in strong. We all remember KC lost their home opener last year to the Detroit Lions. Moving on from that, Friday night's game, Green Bay Packers versus the Philadelphia Eagles in Brazil. Of course, I got my Eagles in that one. Moving on to the noon games on Sunday. Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons have one of the best offensive line in the league. That's going to help combat the elite pass rusher TJ Watt against the Steelers. I got Atlanta winning that one at home. Arizona Cardinals at the Buffalo Bills. Although I do think the Cardinals have improved a lot this offseason, I still think the Bills at home in their opener is going to be too much for them to tame. I have the Bills winning that one. Next game is a bit of an upset. Tennessee Titans at the Chicago Bears. I have the Titans going into Chicago and taking them down. Tennessee's going to surprise some people week one. Week one's always kind of a fluke week two, but I just think they have enough to go in there and beat them. There's a lot of hype behind Caleb Williams right now. Maybe a little bit too much at the moment. Titans with the upset win over Chicago. Next game, pretty easy for me. New England Patriots at the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow's back healthy. The whole team's back healthy at home. Week one against arguably expected to be the worst team in the league, the New England Patriots. I got the Bengals taking down New England. Next game, Houston Texans at the Indianapolis Colts. Division rival here. This one's got a lot of hype around it too. This is one of those honorable mentions for Game of the Week, perhaps. C.J. Stroud going back to Indianapolis to take on new and improved, healthy Anthony Richardson against the Colts. I actually have the Colts in this one. I think the Texans are going to take a step back from last year. The rest of the division got a lot better, I think. So I got the Colts taking down Houston. Next game, Jacksonville Jaguars at Miami Dolphins. Miami's still got one of the top ranked offenses in the league going into this year. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Tua is going to be improved. Defense, I think, has got a lot better with the new defensive coordinator coming in. I have the Dolphins winning that one at home. Carolina Panthers at the New Orleans Saints. This one could go either way, I think. Anytime you get division rivals, the NFC South, kind of unpredictable. Superdome is one of the hardest places to play, so therefore I want to take the Saints at home in their opener. Next game, I think, is probably the most evenly matched game of the weekend. Minnesota Vikings at the New York Giants. The Giants will be sporting their 100-year anniversary, very old-school uniforms. Sam Darnold will be getting his first start as a Viking. I have the Vikings going into New York to take them down. Don't really know what to expect out of the Giants yet, but I just think the Vikings have a slightly better defense and just have an immense amount of weapons on offense. So I got the Vikings going in to New York to take down the Giants. Moving to our 3 o'clock games. The first 3 o'clock game is the Las Vegas Raiders at the Los Angeles Chargers. Jim Harbaugh making his head coaching debut for the Chargers. This is a game that could surprisingly be kind of close just because these two teams have always played each other really close, except for that huge blowout win where the Raiders took down the Chargers 63-21 last season on a Thursday night game. But I just think Jim Harbaugh really is a quarterback whisperer. And I think him and Justin Herbert are going to find a lot of success, and I think it starts week one against the rival Raiders. So I got the Chargers winning that one. Next game, Denver Broncos at the Seattle Seahawks. We all know Seattle is one of the toughest places to play, not in just the NFL, but in all of sports. So I have the Seattle Seahawks taking down the Denver Broncos, although I do think Bo Nix will play well, and I think he will really prove himself and prove to Sean Payton that he made the right decision by making him the starter. Next game, Tom Brady's broadcasting debut. It's on Fox. We got the Dallas Cowboys at the Cleveland Browns. This is another game that I think is pretty evenly matched, with Cleveland's defense going up against a high-powered offense like the Dallas Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb just got paid. Zeke Elliott's back in a Cowboys jersey as the number one running back for the Cowboys. Although there's a lot of distractions that led up to the preseason this year for Dallas, I think they're going to go in to Cleveland and take them down. I just don't trust Deshaun Watson yet. Got injured last year. Even before he got injured, he was still pretty sluggish. Cowboys are just a really good regular season team these last 2 years. So I got Dallas going into Cleveland and getting their first win against the Browns. Next game, Jaden Daniels making his debut with the Washington Commanders, traveling to Tampa Bay to take on the Bucks. The Bucks are going to be a surprisingly good team this year, although it shouldn't be that surprising because they've won the division in the last two. They get the home game week 1. I got the Bucks winning that one. Next game should be a barn burner of a game. Sunday night, NBC. Matt Stafford and the Rams traveling to Dan Campbell's Detroit Lions. I somewhat made a prediction about this in the last video. Lions just have a great offensive line. I can't look at any part of their team that has gotten worse this offseason. I think they're going to make another deep run for it. I got the Lions winning week 1. And last game of the week, Monday night, New York Jets at the San Francisco 49ers. This is probably my biggest upset pick of the week. I think Aaron Rodgers and the Jets go into San Francisco, take down the 49ers. We all know what happened last season when Rodgers debuted on Monday night and only got 4 plays in before that horrific Achilles injury. The Jets are going to be a force to be reckoned with, and it all starts week 1 against the 49ers. So those are my week 1 picks. Let me know which ones you would pick differently, which ones you agree with, disagree with, and maybe some dark horses that you think are going to make a run this season. Before I let you guys go, just want to give a quick update on some news that happened over the weekend regarding San Francisco 49ers rookie wide receiver Ricky Pearsall. He was involved in an altercation in downtown San Francisco where a man tried to rob his Rolex at gunpoint. There was a struggle for the gun. Ricky Pearsall and the gunman were both injured. The gun went off. Both men suffered gunshot wounds. Pearsall was in stable condition Saturday night leading into Sunday and was eventually released Sunday afternoon. And it appears he is going to be okay, so just wanted to give everybody an update on that. Doubt he will play next Monday. Haven't really heard much of what the full injury really is. The bullet did go through his chest, but it missed pretty much any major artery. So Ricky Pearsall is going to be okay. I'll keep you guys updated on that as the weeks go on. So those are my picks for week 1. Like and subscribe to the video. Hope you guys are enjoying this sort of content. Again, leave me a comment in the comment section with which ones you agree and disagree with. So looking forward to week 1. Thanks, guys.